Writing lyrics is hard. Some ideas we shelve until the time is right. Some are boxed away, never spoken out loud. Some ideas find you in the middle of the night, but most lyrics are still waiting to be found. If you are struggling with your writing, I think I have something that can help. So this is 10 lyric writing exercises for beginners. So try and find a cozy and quiet spot to follow along with these 10 exercises. Each are 3 minutes long, and every single one has been designed to loosen you up. Think of them as lyric writing workouts. They can also help break you into a more consistent and daily routine of writing. So try revisiting this video every day for the next 10 days and see how you progress over time. Each exercise is timed, and I'll give you instructions before the timer begins. Try to be strict with yourself and stop when the timer ends. Using pen and paper can be more tactile here because it leaves you room to scribble and doodle as you go along. But if not, open up a notepad on your phone or use the comment section below as your notebook. I would love to follow along with what you write and see your progress over time. Before we begin today, make sure to hit like on this video and subscribe. Doing that helps out the channel and helps me bring more content like this to people who might need that creative boost. If you haven't done exercises like this before, then don't worry, I'll be writing along as well, so you can watch me if you're unsure. But if you're feeling confident, just jump straight in. Have fun with this, and here's exercise number 1. Wordplay. This is all about word association. Choose one of these words before we begin and note it down. This will be your master word. When the timer begins, write down as many words and phrases associated with that word as possible. Be open-minded. There are no wrong answers. Here's 3 minutes on the clock. And go. and stop. How many words did you get down? Count them up, and if you got more than 20, that's pretty good going. If you didn't, don't worry, try again tomorrow. For now, let's move on to the next exercise. It's time to test your rhyming vocabulary. Choose one of the following words to work with in this exercise. Once the timer begins, write down as many words you can think of that rhyme with your chosen word. It sounds simple, but it may get harder as you go on. Again, you have 3 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go. And that's time. Try a different word tomorrow when you come back to do this exercise again. Let's move on to the next exercise. Picture this. This time, we're going to use images as our writing prompt. Choose one of the following Polaroids as your prompt for this exercise. When the timer starts, try writing down either a verse or chorus, or as many lyrical phrases as possible that could be linked to that image. Everyone will interpret these images in a different way. Aim for at least 15 phrases, or go ahead and write a short verse if you're feeling confident. Ready? Go. And that's time. Visual prompts can be a great stimulant to generate new song ideas. Come back to this exercise again tomorrow and try a different Polaroid. For now, let's move on. Flow. This time, I'm not giving you any writing prompts whatsoever. Instead, I want you to write down anything that comes to your mind, completely unfiltered. It doesn't have to rhyme, connect, or even make any sense. Just let your ideas spill out onto the page, even if they are disjointed. And remember, you only have 3 minutes, so don't overthink it. Ready? 3 minutes on the clock, and go. And stop. Nice work. The more you try this exercise, the more you'll kind of relax and settle in, find your flow. Try it again tomorrow. Let's move on to the next one. 3 blind dice. For this exercise, we'll roll the dice to help us build a writing prompt. I encourage using dice here, as each roll will offer up challenging and random results. But if you don't have one to hand, you can always open up a virtual dice in another tab. There's a link to one in the description if you're stuck. Here's 3 columns with various words and phrases, each numbered 1 to 6. Before we start the clock, roll the dice 3 times, once for each column. The number you roll will determine the word you'll use. Make a note of the 3 words you rolled, and this will be your writing prompt. When the clock starts, try writing a verse or chorus with this writing prompt in mind. Here's 3 minutes on the clock, and go. And that's time. How did you find this one? It's definitely challenging. Sometimes you'll roll a combination that makes almost no sense, but if you come at it with an open mind, you'll be surprised with the results. Try it again tomorrow. For now, let's move on to the next exercise. For exercise 6, we're taking a trip down memory lane. I want you to think of one significant and memorable thing that has happened to you in the past year, and let's unpack it. Take yourself back to that exact moment. Pull out some pictures if it helps to jog your memory. And when the timer begins, write down as much detailed information about that memory as you can remember. The aim here is details. Scribble them down, or if you're feeling confident, dive straight into writing a short verse. Here's 3 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go. And finish up. How does your page look? Anchoring yourself down to a window of time, a memory of yours, and writing down all the exhaustive details, it can be a really powerful method and open up doors to new song ideas. So try this again tomorrow, and for now, let's move on to the next one. Exercise 7 is here and now. For this exercise, I want you to look around the room or area you're in right now and pick something to use as your writing prompt. Spend a few minutes finding the right item or fluffy thing. Whatever you pick, this will be your only inspiration for what you're about to write. Have fun with this one. When the timer begins, jump straight in and try your best at writing a verse or chorus with your chosen pick as the writing prompt. You'll be surprised at what you can write about with what's in close proximity to you at this very moment. Ready? Go. and stop. Sometimes all we need to do is look around. I'd be really interested to see what you wrote for this one, so leave them in the comments below. For now, let's move on to the next one. Exercise 8 is rhyme scheme. In this exercise, you guys will be writing a verse that uses a particular rhyme scheme. Choose one of the following rhyme schemes to follow through this exercise. If you're unsure what a rhyme scheme is, quickly head over here for a 1-minute recap and come back to this exercise once you're done. When the timer begins, try writing a short verse or chorus using your chosen rhyme scheme. The subject matter can be anything you choose, as long as you follow the rhyme scheme itself. If you finish before the timer runs out, test yourself further and write another one. Ready? Go. And stop. Defining what your rhyme scheme is in the early stages can help you better structure your lyrics if you're struggling. So try this again tomorrow. For now, let's move on to the next one. Emotional ties. I'm about to give you a series of writing prompts and emotions. I want you to simply select one prompt and one emotion. Use your two choices as the focus for a short verse or chorus when the timer starts. There's some interesting combinations that can be made here. Try your best and don't overthink it. Remember, the more you revisit this video and practice each exercise, the more your focus will improve over time. Have fun with it. 3 minutes on the clock, and go. and stop. That's by far the hardest exercise we've done so far. This is a great exercise for experimenting with emotive language. Let's move on to our last and perhaps our most difficult exercise. The suitcase. Inside are 6 different items. These will be your visual prompts to choose from. You may use as many or as little of these items as your prompt for your verse and chorus. This time, I want you to choose your own rhyme scheme. We're going to be applying different elements of what we've learned throughout our previous exercises. You'll be writing descriptively using a visual prompt again, and the aim here is to finish a verse or a chorus using a particular rhyme scheme in under 3 minutes. Write out your rhyme scheme before we begin. This is the last exercise of the day, so let's make this one count. 3 minutes on the clock, and go. And stop. That last one is by far the hardest. If you got this far, well done. They're not the easiest exercises, especially when they're timed like this. They've been designed to be fast-paced and intense for a reason, to put you to the test. So if you're feeling up to it, revisit this video and try it again for the next 10 days and see how your writing improves over time. Whether these exercises help you as a daily warm-up to get you into the zone, or maybe even some of them lead you onto a kind of inspired route towards a new song idea, I hope that you found some value in this video. If you have, please hit the like button and subscribe. You'll find a whole bunch more lyric writing and songwriting content from me here, so I'll leave some links in the description below. If you're interested to hear more about my music, I'll also leave more links below too. It's really easy to get bogged down in this bubbly example of I'm not a good writer when you've been weighed down with writer's block. But remember this, any lyricist, songwriter or artist out there is in the same boat as you. Inspiration strikes us all at different times and in different moments. How we get there faster is by carving out time to actually do the thing. Do your craft. So I hope these exercises today can be that springboard for you. Thanks for watching and happy writing. Go write a song.